weeks we've been talking about bees and why bees are important, and there's different types of bees that do different types of things. So let's review for a few minutes. What bees live in the colony or the beehive, and let's talk about things that they bring back from flowers or things that they do. So the first bee I want to talk about is our drone bee. Raise your hand if you know what is a drone bee. Luke, what is a drone bee?
A drone bee is just like a robber.
He is a robber bee, kind of, yes, he is. A drone bee, is a drone bee a girl bee or a boy bee?
Boy. A boy bee.
He is a boy bee. And drone bees, they kind of hang out with the queen, don't they?
Yeah.
They hang out with the queen. But then, and so we have a queen bee. And what does the queen bee do? What does the queen bee do, Ryan?
It just sits there and lays 1,000 eggs.
Yes. Yes, it's her main job. She just lays those eggs and lays eggs. It's her main job is to take care of the eggs, right?
Yep.
So, and then we have, we forgot to draw one. Then we have these bees. They might be my favorite bees. We have worker bees. What kind of, our worker bees, why do we call them worker bees? Why do we call them worker bees, Audrina?
Because they work.
They work a lot. And what are some of the things that they do when they work a lot, Emma?
Whenever the baby bees hatch, they feed them.
That's right, they feed the baby bees, that's
And
right.
They call.
Go ahead.
And they call. And when they grow up, they call.
They're bees, they're grubs when they're babies and they turn into bees, yes. Go ahead, Asa, what do they do?
Worker bees, they get when the baby is hungry, they go and try. If they don't have any honey, they go out and try to find the honey. And when they find honey, they put it on their tongue and then come back.
That's right, they sure do. What, are worker bees girls or are they boy bees? Are they girl or boy bees, Cedric?
Boys?
They're boy bees. Good. Oh, are they boy bees?
No.
Our drones are boy bees.
Girls.
So our worker bees must be what, everybody?
Girls.
Girl bees. Those girls have to work. So they go around and they collect many things. And today we're going to talk about what they collect. We know that they collect nectar that helps them make honey. And they collect them from the flowers. But we also, they collect something else, which every time they collect this and they land on another flower, they do something very interesting. And we're seeing this stuff right now, and it is yellow and it's just flying everywhere. What is it, Fiona?
Pollen.
It is pollen.
I'm allergic to
And
it.
pollen, we are allergic to it. Some of us are allergic to it, some of it aren't. Pollen, even though it can make our eyes itchy and our nose stuffy, pollen is important stuff. It's important stuff. And every time that a worker bee or girl bee lands on a flower,
Yeah, pollen.
the pollen, what do you think happens to the pollen? What do you think happens to the pollen, Fiona?
It sticks to the bee.
It sticks to the bee. It gets all over her fur, and it gets all over her legs. And what else, Kenyatta?
They get on the thing.
Their antenna. Yes, they get on their antenna. And then, once they're done collecting their nectar from that flower, or they're done collecting that and getting that pollen all over it, what do they do next, Carly?
They go to another flower.
They go to another flower. So we're going to stop right there, and we're going to do our bee experiment today. So you are going to become a worker bee. And remember we talked about the worker bee waggle? So when they find, when do the worker bees waggle? When do they waggle?
When they
When do they waggle, Will?
They waggle when they they need to show the other bees where to go.
They do. Everybody, you want to stand up and do a waggle?
Yes.
Do a waggle. All right, you can waggle yourself back to your seat. So what we're going to do is we're going to eat our Cheetos today. And when we eat our Cheetos, you're not going to lick the Cheetos off of your fingers, okay? So I'm going to give you a few minutes. You want as much Cheeto on your hand as you can because you're going to be a worker bee and the Cheeto is going to be your pollen, okay? So you may not have a chance to eat all of them, but if you want to eat several of them, I'm going to go ahead and let you do that now. So while you're eating your Cheetos, it's kind of like the bee in the tree the bee in the flower getting the nectar, right? He's getting that nectar, or she's getting that nectar, and she's getting ready, and she's hanging out and getting all of her nectar. She's did the waggle to show her friends. Her friends are coming by. And what we're gonna do in the next few minutes when you're done eating Cheetos is your fingers are gonna kind of be like your legs. Okay, your fingers are gonna kind of be like your legs, and you're gonna stand up, and you're going to your friends at your table, and you're going to just go and touch their flowers that you made. See your flowers? You're going to touch the flower that you made, or that they made, and you're just going to touch their flowers a few times, 1 or 2 times, and you're gonna fly around the room a little bit. You could touch other people's flowers, and then when I say freeze and I say buzz, we're going to go back to our seat, okay? So finish up your Cheetos so you can get ready. So you can pollinate some flowers. And then we're going to talk about what pollinating means, okay? What does it mean to pollinate, okay? So, you don't need that. All right, friends. So if you want to go ahead and buzz around the room and just touch your other flowers, and let's see how pollen transfers from one flower to the next. You can just pick a few friends, Ryan.
Don't get my
Just go around and pick a few friends. Yes, you can go around the room, pollinate some of your friends' flowers. All right, everyone stop and buzz back to your seat. Buzz back to your seat. I'll watch it. All right. So let's have a look at our flowers. Raise your hand if you could tell me how your flowers are different now than they were before you got up to buzz. What happened to your flowers, Carly? What happened to your flower? What's all over it? Pollen. Or the Cheetos, right? The Cheetos got all over our flowers. The Cheetos got all over our flowers because we touched a flower, right? So if we got up and had Cheetos on our hands or our bee feet, and we just went around and touched, and it put that much Cheeto on your flowers, what do you think is happening when the bees get pollen off of one flower and goes to the next flower. What do you think is happening?
It's probably falling off.
What do you think's happening, Cedric?
The pollen falling off.
The pollen's falling off of what?
The flowers.
Well, it's fallen, okay, so it's fallen off of flowers. And what else, Fiona?
I didn't put mine in it.
That's right.
Tell me.
It's taking that pollen
She's on.
and it's putting it on another flower. And it's pollinating the flowers. And what do you think it means? What do you think that means to pollinate a flower? What does that mean, Luke?
The first flower you find, you put it on another.
That's right. When you take some pollen and you put it on another flower, they pollinate. And then they create new little seedlings that create new flowers. And this doesn't just happen with flowers, but it happens with all plants, okay? We think of flowers because every time we're outside we see a bee on a flower, but we see them with all different kinds of plants. And in order for us to have enough food, a big part of the honeybees' job is to help pollinate or put pollen on other plants so they can create more plants for you to eat. What are some plants that we eat? What are some plants that we eat, Carly?
Apples,
Apples, perfect.
corn,
Corn,
pears.
yes ma'am.
Apples,
Yes ma'am.
pears.
Think of a vegetable. Banana,
Broccoli,
broccoli. Go ahead, Emma.
I actually wanted to eat it, bro.
Lemon, good job. Go ahead, Fiona.
lime,
Go ahead, Ava. Perfect.
orange,
Oranges, yes.
watermelon,
Watermelons, peas. So we know that pollination is very important. So even though it's a little aggravating right now, that all this pollen is everywhere, it's actually helping get the pollen, this wind that's helping the pollen to go where it needs to, so you can have food. So, do you think that honeybees are very important to our
community.
to our community? That's a good way to say it, right?
Yes.
To our community.
Yes.
Yes, I think so too. Give me one finger if you think that they're awesome for us. They are. They are awesome for us. They have a very important job. So that just goes to show that even though they're such a small insect, they make a big difference. It shows everybody has a job. So should we be killing our honeybees?
No!
And remember, our honeybee guy told us if we stay away from them, they'll stay away from
Us!
We don't hurt them, they won't hurt us.
She needs
that This one has
Miss
a
Carrie, guess what? I gave a